They are fighting indeed. So what we do is we press R, and we have the hero's entrance, and we taunt up 2, throw out the Winds of War. Poppy needs to flash. Let's flash as well, and what a play. Let's go back to mid, but we are way too clean here on the Rift. Yo, what is up, legends? Davidic here, and we're gonna be playing Galio the Colossus in the mid lane, and we're going up against Ambessa, so it's actually going to be quite the bad matchup. That said, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the action. Here we go. The minions have met in the mid lane. And again, laning up against Ambessa is gonna be, it's gonna be a bit difficult. Galio is certainly a counter for AP champions, but we'll be all right. We'll be a-okay here. We do need to make sure that we're using our passive whenever we can, and let's pop both potions because we want to be as healthy as possible here. And we get the 14 Gs in our pocket. And now we have the W for that magic shield. Oh. These modern chimps with a million dashes certainly are hard to pin down, let me tell you. But okay, let's continue with the wave clear. It's getting pushed into the enemy turret. That said, I'm down to do a bit of trading here. And we get the cannon every time. And we land the Winds of War. So just grab some popcorn, grab a drink, put your feet up. we're gonna be nice and relaxed for this lane phase, because we're gonna be taking a lot of damage here. So because of that, I should have recalled, but we can do it on the next wave. We're playing with fire a bit here. Oh my goodness, we go down. Rest in peace. Teleporting right back to the lane. Oh my goodness. It's not looking good, legends. Legends, what did we learn? Recall? You certainly need a recall. But we do get punished there. That's fine. Again, this is a brutal matchup into the Ambessa. Things will get easier once we purchase the plated steel caps. And we do see their jungler. Yep. We've got Jin Zhao taking the top scuttle crab. However, Warwick has gotten the bottom for our side of things. And let's do some trading. A bit of trading. Okay, we do not... Okay, we're getting stomped in this lane phase. Oh my goodness. Ah, this is tough. Alright, well... we're certainly not going to carry from the lane phase. So, let's just throw out the Winds of War and hug our turret. we're gonna embrace our tree hugging. Instead of tree hugging, we're turret hugging.
Which king are we on now?
All right. Well, let's get very familiar with our B button. All right, we're finally level 6 here. Yeah, come in. Come, you know you want to fight. All right, let's go bottom. Let's go bottom here. We're going to use our Justice Punch to get in range. However, no fight yet to be had. Very close though. Actually, yeah, let's go. Let's go. They are fighting indeed. So what we do is we press R and we have the hero's entrance and we taunt up 2, throw out the Winds of War. Poppy needs to flash. Let's flash as well. And what a play. Let's go back to mid. But we are way too clean here on the Rift. And that is the power of Galio. Oh my goodness. All right, we got to get out of here. Oh, we get suppressed from the public execution and we get taken down 2 versus 1. Rest in peace. Let's clear out the wave and slam down. Big fan of Galio. And let's help out our jungler with the grubs because we do have that area of effect with our Winds of War. Plus, it's always good for the morale of the team. You always want to boost your team's morale whenever you can. And we'll do that by helping out with the grubs. We'll take those to complete the Commoner's Trade. The Commoner's Trade is the first dragon for the Void Grub camp. And in pro play, it's a bit skewed. You certainly want the dragon over the Void Grubs, but in solo queue, the Void Grubs do help out quite a bit. I see that Mbessa is roaming bottom, so we will get very romantic with the turret here. And there is the shutdown. All right, we got to get some gold so we can continue stacking that armor. So let's kiss the turrets and now proceed to get very romantic with it. Look at the form on the autos. Ooh, those hooks are nasty. And the team is doing well on the other side of the map. So here, we're just gonna clear the wave. Get the caster minion. Get the cannon. We never miss those. And we have teleport, so let's recall and teleport right back. Dragon is up in 6 seconds. Let's see if we can make another play in the bot lane. Yup. Let's get in there. Oh my goodness. Mbessa, no! Alright, so Mbessa does succeed in keeping us in lane. However, let's get in there with Warwick. All right, nothing to be had. We do get the 14 Gs in our pocket. Got to get the cannon. And there is the quest completion. And we will certainly survive this. And we have the extra AD as well as ability power. We got to go back to base. Warwick with the 1v1 though. Mbessa feared up. The suppression is there, and Warwick is on a killing spree. What a play. Oh, come on. What was that? All right. No synergy between Camille and Galio. A bit harder to pull off in solo queue, so we are down the hero's entrance for some time. However, let's go into the river because we want to start getting the dragons, and that is a jumping on Poppy. She's fleeing, but in the end falls to the damage and takes a swim in the fountain. Let's see the fight here. Let's taunt up Scion. Let's use our Justice Punch, create some distance. Here we got a retreat. Ezreal steps up. However, I'm ready to pounce with the re-engage. That said, Mbessa is getting a monster lead in the mid lane. This is going to be a tough one. We just might be able to knock down this tier 2 tower in the bot lane. It does only have 1 plate remaining on it, so let's see if we can finish it up. We throw out the Winds of War, as well as the Justice Punch, get all the gold from the minions. And let's knock down this turret. Get the first one for the team. Look at the Void Grubs that we helped out with. Look at them go. All right, the tower's down. Let's try and push one more. Again, we got to clear all these minions. And let's keep moving. We do have the ultimate. That is important to keep in mind. I'll certainly interrupt the channel. Of course, I will interrupt that channel. And there we go. In goes Camille. Let's taunt up Scion. And there's the combo. We get knocked up by Poppy. But the fight is looking good. It starts with Kennen first. And we'll take it at that for now. But the re-engage from Camille. Let's flash on 2. Get onto Ezreal. And instead, we'll focus down the tank in the Scion. And we are demolishing them in these team fights. Again, we want to get Poppy taunted up. And double kill for Camille. Herald popped and activated. Let's go on a joyride. Let's hop in the 2009 Camry. Oh, yeah, here we go. Ow! What a joyride. The 2009 Camry is the best joyride ever. Undisputedly. And where are you gonna go, Jin? Where are you gonna go? And just like that, we've completely taken over the game. So we certainly don't want to throw any leads. This is officially our game to throw. We're out of mana, we're out of health, which means back to headquarters. Ult very soon here. Hero's entrance in 10. We are likely not needed though. However, I'm glad that we flanked in the area. What's up, wifey Scion? Nothing personal. And Legends, where I am from, we celebrate a good jumping. Where did Scion go? He got deleted. All right, Kennen fighting Mbessa. It's looking super good. Let's ult in here just cuz. Just for the moral support. And let's get the dragon. Oh, the enemy jungler beats us to the punch. And they secure soul points. That could be a potential lose condition if they are able to get that. So we really got to be vigilant and make sure that we deny all further drakes. All right, we're teleporting in because there's a huge fight. We got to teleport in and press ultimate. Let's get in there with the hero's entrance. They're pretty low. We justice punch in. We need to apply the damage here. Let's throw out the Winds of War, get onto Mbessa. We take her down. We got to flash out, though. We taunt up Ezreal, but we go down, and it is a wipe. We get wiped there. Very tough game. We have the kill lead, but it is super close. Legends. Soul Point is available for the enemy team. They just got the Baron. This is going to be a very critical moment for our chances of winning. Let's see if we can prevent the enemy team from getting soul. If the enemy team gets soul, that'll be a permanent buff for the entire team for the entirety of the rest of the game. So we certainly don't want them to get that. However, we have 0 set up for it. So and it's a Chemtech Drake. They're all pretty beefy bruisers plus tanks. The only squishy member is the Ezreal. So that's going to be tough. However, let's back up Camille. Let's back up the team. Give them a little shield. And do what we can on the other side of the map. Kennen with the flank. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. There's the stun. It's good. Double stun. And the ultimate is there. Let's focus on Scion. Knock him up. However, we go down there. Let's throw out the Winds of War. And we got to kite out of this. Because we are all of a sudden getting wiped. We don't have the damage. Let's back up Leona. Use the Shield of Duran, taunt up Xin, and now we have the numbers advantage, forcing out the flash. Let's see if we can wrap around for Sion. The turret goes down, however, the chase commences. We throw out the Winds of War for the damage. Another flash forced out. Poppy's trying to join the party. You didn't want to get in here, Ezreal. Oh, and that's a gone, Ezreal. Goodbye. Camille has the legs. And she knows how to use them. This is quite the game, Legends. Quite the game indeed. More action happening. And let's get in there. We get the combo finally. Let's taunt up Poppy. Oh, all right. We got to get onto Ezreal. We got to do some frontlining for the team. Make sure they're confident to get in there. And let's taunt them up. We taunt everybody up. And they are dropping now. Camille's onto Ezreal. And Warwick just barely goes down to Sion. Wow, this is crazy. There's the stun. Let's see the true damage on the Q. There we go. And just like that, it is a 3 for 4. And when you're behind, you certainly take those. All right, this is... There's limits. There's certainly limits here. Okay. Yeah, let's get in this. Oh, whoa, whoa! That was a... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That flash was crazy from the Mbessa. Oh, that... Alright, we may deserve... this Mbessa, she went crazy. Literally 250 farm, 13 kills. That flash... That was painful. That was a crazy flash. We did make some good plays, and there's the pentakill. We got to give the props to the Mbessa here. And you cannot win them all. That was the game. Certainly a very tough matchup. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. But above all, stay legendary.